What's up, people? Drop here, and I'm nice little grammar and start the commentary, right? And today I'm bringing you, my first commentary, and to be honest, kind of nervous. Feels like I'm about to give some school presentation where everyone's watching me, whatever. Actually, before I actually get into the commentary, I actually want to share this little story. So, in senior year, I had to do this government presentation. I think it was about current events. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter anymore. But so I had nothing. It was like 2 weeks of preparing, and I wasn't really trying and whatnot. So come presentation time for me, I was nervous because I know I was gonna do awful, but yeah. So I go up there, and everyone is looking at me. And I just give this half-assed presentation, and during the middle of it was only a minute long, but during the middle of it, I froze, so I was just there standing shaking and whatnot, and I heard some of the people in the background, in the classroom, hear them snickering and whatnot, so that kind of made it worse. But after, as soon as I finished, one of the students in the front, her name was Olivia, she stood up and clapped. Which at first, I thought it was being sarcastic, because sometimes I expect the worst of people. I know it's kind of stupid, to think that. I don't know, somewhat cynical. But, yeah, I forgot what she said, but, I think she said something about it's brave, stepping up there and whatnot, when you're scared or whatnot. I think that's what it was about. And yeah, so when I sat back down, I eventually thought, yeah, she was just trying to be nice and whatnot. Okay, enough rambling. Time to get on to my commentary. So it all started out when I was 6 years old. On Nintendo 64. I'm pretty sure it is a commentary about my history playing first-person shooters and gaming as well, other games, So yeah, it was Goldeneye, 007 Goldeneye. I don't really remember much of it. It was just all I remember is me playing multiplayer with my brother, and I would always use Odd Job, and yeah. Okay, so yeah, after that, along with Goldeneye, it was Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, the other great games that from the Nintendo 64. So it speeded up along to around 2001 when the Xbox came out. I remember coming back home from school, right? And I see the Xbox in the living room. It was just a week after it came out, so I had no idea I was gonna get that. But I did. So I was there, happy and whatnot. I didn't get a first-person shooter yet. The only game I had was Jet Set Radio Future, which was actually a pretty cool game. The soundtrack was pretty nice, and the colors, I think it was cell animated. That's what you call it. But yeah, here I got the MOHAB. I panned out to see the explosion. That's what I was expecting, a beautiful. But no. Nothing happened. I was disappointed, and I just went back. Didn't want to start it over. But yeah. Yeah, Just Say Radio Future, great game. But the month later, got this new game called Halo Combat Evolved, and I was hooked as soon as I got it. Back then, the graphics looked amazing. The campaign was awesome. Probably my favorite campaign ever. If it had multiplayer, I would consider it the greatest game, probably the greatest video game of all time. So, let's see what's next. See, I was playing that for about a year, and this thing ended. Let me stop the commentary for a sec. See, I'm showing you two different MOABs. Yeah, this is my first MOAB. Kind of campy, because during halfway through I was oh my god, I can actually get my first MOAB, so I was playing way more conservative. So yeah, like, I stopped playing the Xbox in 2003 because it broke, and I just went along with the PS2. I didn't play that as much because the only game I had was Grand Theft Auto Vice City, which and I thought it was boring at first because I didn't know there was missions. So like when I first started, it was just like me running around shooting, killing people. And after a while, you get bored of that. But like once I realized, like, a friend of mine told me you can actually do missions, and I'm like, really? And yeah, from there on, like, it's my favorite game ever. I wish Xbox would release like a remastered version of it. I'll pay $50 for it, to be honest. I don't know, but I actually might want to trade my my Xbox 360 for PS2 and Vice City. I don't care. Just so yeah, there's that. So I took like a 5-year break from first-person shooters because I went to the PS2 and I was playing Grand Theft Auto, Gran Turismo 3, another great video game. I think it's the greatest racing game ever. All the Pokemon Gold, Sapphire, Fire Red, whatnot, Diamond, and then like around 2008, my PS2 broke. So like only video game I had left was my DS and Pokemon Diamond. I eventually it's like randomly paused. So yeah, Pokemon Diamond, and eventually bought Pokemon Platinum. But like, this is a funny story in sophomore year. Like, it was during gym time, and like I rarely bring my games to school, but like I wanted to trade with a friend of mine named Sergio, because I had all these Pokemon that I ready to get traded, like Haunter and Kadabra, whatnot, and yeah, so like the period before we were supposed to trade was lunch. I had gym, and like I left my game in my locker room inside my backpack, and like, come lunchtime it was gone. Apparently it was stolen. I was pretty upset. Yeah, cause like I just got a new DS. Like the other one broke and had warranty on it, and it looked brand new. I was kind of upset. But let's see what's next. Okay, so that was like around March 2010 or 2009. So 2 months later, my mom ended up being in the hospital. Apparently she almost had a stroke. Like, kind of scary. But like later that day, like, she was admitted to the hospital. She was gonna stay overnight. And I remember doing this pretty awful thing. Like I asked her if I could borrow like I get like $350 so I could buy the Xbox, and she gives it to me. Like she told me, like, yeah, it's home at this place. Just go take it. And looking back at it now, it's pretty awful thing to do if you ask me. You know, like steal. I mean, not really steal, but like she's in a vulnerable position. I take money from her in a way. Yeah, it's called being young and stupid. But so yeah, I went along and bought the Xbox 360 and Guitar Hero World Tour. Good game. Yeah, eventually got tired of it. So my brother, my brother came along with Halo 3, and like, and I was familiar with it, you know, because of get my second MOHAB. I was familiar with it because of Halo Combat Evolved. So it's gonna be a good game. And when I go on the multiplayer, I remember just like being like the stereotypical noob. Like they look up and down. Like yeah, I was that bad when I first got back onto first person shooters. But I eventually became better over time. See what I'll do there is just play Social Slayer, and oh, this one's over. And this commentary might be longer than I thought. Bootleg play. So yeah, like it was you couldn't play Team Slayer back then. So I was just playing Social Slayer, and eventually got bored of that and tried to just get all 79 achievements. It took a while, but I was able to get 76. The other 3 were just too hard to get. And come November, my brother bought Modern Warfare 2, and I gave it a try like around when it came out, but I didn't really like it. Mainly because he died too easily. That was my complaint back then. So yeah, back on Halo 3, I'll just try to get to level 45. I think it's called Brigadier, and it was just too hard, so I just gave up on that and moved on to Modern Warfare 2 around February of 2010. And right off from the beginning, I was always a rusher and objective player. I never was really a camper at all. Always trying to go for the win and whatnot. And yeah. Like my favorite class in Modern Warfare 2, I remember I would always use the UMP Silenced with Marathon Pro, Cold Blooded Pro, and Set Rep Pro, and also the Scar H with Marathon Pro, Lightweight Pro, and Set Rep Pro. It's pretty nice, especially with like extended mags on the Scar H. It's pretty badass. Let's see, like the first 2 Prestige, like from no Prestige to first Prestige, I was just trying to get familiar with the game. It was all foreign to me. I would just like run down the middle thinking I could take damage like in Halo, and if I get shot I just run back to cover. But that was impossible, you know, stopping Power Pro and whatnot. So eventually didn't become that kind of a Halo player. Also Halo jump around the map, like you know, you jump across and whatnot. Not jump across the map, but you know, like you bunny hop around. I used to do that at first. So yeah, by second Prestige, I wanted to become a versatile player. Like I wanted to be able to snipe, use the like machine gun, and all that jazz. And I first started on second Prestige with the Riot Shield, because I saw other people using it. I thought that seems like a fun thing to use. So I tried it. It was really hard. So I ended up going on YouTube to like try to figure out how to, you know, do how to use a Riot Shield well. And that's where I ran into Rings of Redemption and his video on Machinima where he got the Riot Shield nuke. And like I said, I learned a lot from that video, like about looking down, like looking somewhat down to cover your feet and whatnot. And I didn't follow the tip with the C4 and Danger Close. Like you put it in front of you, wait for them to come and blow it up. I just didn't like that part. But yeah, then after that, once that video was over, I saw this Excalibur's domination video on High Rise. I think it was Domination, and I immediately got hooked from that guy, cause like the way I play, it mostly pretty much comes from Excalibur's. Like I remember watching his live commentaries and like trying to copy what he did, like how he moves around the map, and also using knowledge from Wings of Redemption and his he would give great tips too on how to move around the map and know traffic patterns. So I try to like combine both, like the rushing style of Excalibur's and like his tryhardiness. I remember from live commentary, from his live comps, and like the knowledge of Wings of Redemption and whatnot. And I say like I think I like copied them both well. Like consider myself a good player now. Not as great as them though, but they're not the greatest in the world. See, in third Prestige, moved on to the RPD. I started to learn how to like use higher kill streaks then, cause like before, like in the second Prestige, first Prestige, and non-Prestige, I would just use UAV, counter UAV, and Predator missile, cause I wasn't able to get the high ones. And if I go for the high ones, I'll rage if I'm like 1 kill away. Like god damn it and whatnot. And then the fourth Prestige, I was trying to go for nukes. Like eventually, by the end of third Prestige, I was able to get the Harrier and whatnot. So I was like, maybe I can actually go for the nuke next Prestige if I try it. It was harder than I thought. Like many times where I got cock blocked. I remember getting noob tube when I was like 1 away across the map, and yeah, I was upset. But I remember my first. I think everyone remembers their first nuke. So my first nuke was in Estate, I remember spending an all-nighter. Like I was just constantly trying to go for it, and I remember just getting it, and this guy almost patting knifed me. Like, my last kill, like I ran up the stairs. I was camping around the back of the state, and it was about near the end of the game, so I got impatient and I ran inside, and I was running up the stairs in the state, the mansion building, yeah, and like some guy almost peg knifed me, and I remember like shooting him like in the back. Like I jumped around, like I maneuvered around him, and then shot him. And I remember seeing the nuke thing, and I just like kneeled down to the floor, looked up to the sky, my arms apart, and praising God. It was pretty funny. Yeah, that's my first nuke. It was 4th prestige level 39. And I remember getting my second nuke in 5th prestige level 39, and after that I was like, maybe there might be a pattern. Like every 39th level with the prestige, I get a nuke. But yeah, 5th prestige, I was using mostly the sniper rifle, the Barrett. And yeah, in 6th prestige, I became an objective player. I mean, I went back to being an objective player, and it was the same for 7th, 8th, and 9th. I reached 10th prestige around, let's see, like just before Black Ops came out. And yeah, it was perfect timing too. I remember getting 12 nukes by the time like Black Ops came out, and now I have 29, which isn't a lot, but yeah, I really go for nukes. So Black Ops, I think that's when I really started to become a good player. Like I would watch all these YouTube commentators, like Excalisaurus Wings, White Boy 7th Street. That's when I started getting into Woody's gamertag. And eventually Ronaldinho 1224 when he made his channel. I think he's one of the best in YouTube. Another small channels. And I remember I used to love using MP5K with extended mags, with Flag Jacket, Steady Pro, and Marathon Pro. And eventually started to love the Scorpion Akimbo, mostly due to XCal's live comms and his Bro Kimbo stories and whatnot. So yeah, the Scorpion Akimbo is my favorite gun from Black Ops, definitely. Let's see. And similar thing in Modern Warfare 2, I was just using different guns each prestige. And yeah. And Jesus, 17 minutes gone. I'll continue. But 14th prestige, got there around July 2011, and after that, like I wanted to get all the go guns, like buy everything. It took me 3 months to do that. A lot of high roller, a lot of raging too. It's pretty upsetting when I lost and whatnot. Like, oh great, I have to get another 20,000 COD points and to try again and whatnot. Let's see. Say like by the end of Black Ops, I consider myself an above average player. Like I usually top the leaderboards and whatnot. It's pretty nice. And like my Xbox side friends would call me the one-man army, because sometimes I would join when my whole like set of friends on the Xbox are playing, like they're on the same team. So I could join on the other team, and like half the time I would beat them, and they would tell me, no, Jonathan. That's my name, Jonathan. Hey, don't join and whatnot. It's pretty funny. Never I made him rage. So yeah. But on Modern Warfare 3, I wonder if I should say this for another commentary, because the video's dragging on too long. Nope, I'm gonna continue. So, look for another. I wasn't expecting the commentary to drag on for this long. Wonder if I should break this into little parts if I could. Probably not, but find something else. Let's see. Guess I'll go along with this. Okay. So, say like on the PS3, on Modern Warfare 3, I started playing on the PS3. My brother's friend brought his PS3, and my Xbox Live Gold right now come Modern Warfare 3 times. So I was like, hell. And also my friends, like, they hated Modern Warfare 3 immediately. They said it's like the worst game, and I disagree. It's my favorite. But yeah, I've created this account. You see, Das Toad, and to play with some of my old school friends. And I eventually joined the I didn't eventually, but I immediately joined the Infamous clan. Pretty good players. I enjoy playing the clan because, like, on Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2, I will typically play alone, and like I will always have to try really hard to win and jump. It was a good experience, but it was just frustrating losing close games. So it was less stressful not having to try hard with the clan. Me and the Dragon Rage, pretty good 1-2 punch. So I got back on the Xbox around January. January, and like right off the bat, I started Killhorn, and like while still trying to win, because I wanted to get the 1000 AC 130 kill title and emblem, and I eventually got bored of it. Like around like first prestige, I ended up getting 2.41 KDR, and just using F4A1 Silence. That was my favorite gun in first prestige. Then after that, I started to go for titles and emblems. First thing on the list was finishing moves, you know, like game-winning kill cams and jump. Oh, bomb! Honestly, I don't know what that BB sound is from. Just ignore it. So I started making YouTube clips, you know, just to share it. Some people might want to know how I got it, what certain titles and emblems and whatnot. And yeah. In this game, like, I only consider one thing to be overpowered. Well, actually two. First thing, of course, Dead Man's Hand. It's pretty cheap. And another thing, the strategy I'm using, quick draw and tactical insertion. It's pretty, like, it's like having three of me, like, around the same area if I'm trying to defend B. Like, kill me, I spawn right next to you and defend the flag and whatnot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna have that in the next game. I remember in Black Ops I used to hate going up against Ghost. It was just like they always sit around the corner and whatnot, but in Modern Warfare 3 I don't complain about Assassin at all, to be honest. I think it's just because Black Ops trained me to get used to it, so it's pretty good. I ran out of things to say. And as for quickscoping, I don't ever quickscope in public matches, only in private lobbies. Only, like, I'll visit my stepbrothers and I'll just quickscope there. They're probably gonna want me to shout them out, so by now you see this annotation of my two brothers' channels, even though they don't post shit as of now. But there you go, like your 10 seconds of fame from a very popular channel like mine. Just being sarcastic. But yeah. As for the origin of my gamer tag and PSN for Drop V on the Xbox, like when I didn't have any like gaming consoles, like around 2008, remember, like my PS2 broke and whatnot, I would have my Game Boy. Like I was pretty bored, so I'm being honest, I got into this game called Club Penguin, and I named my penguin Dropout Pengu because by that time I was really into Kanye West and the College Dropout. So I wanted to put Dropout Penguin instead of Dropout Bear, and I met some friends there and they started calling me Drop for short. And I like that and it stuck with me. Like, if I would have had it, I would like to be called Drop during high school, but never got around to telling people, hey, try to call me Drop. And I don't know, but so yeah, that's where I got the name Drop from. And Das Toad, I don't know. It was just out of like I was just picking a random gamer tag. I don't know. I thought Das Toad sounded funny. I just randomly said it while watching this. I think it was a Volkswagen commercial. Like it says Das Auto, and I just said Das Toad, and thought it was funny, so I just put it as my PSN. Let's see. So it's probably gonna be my only commentary. Depending on like if I just make this one video and all of a sudden I have a legion of subscribers, probably not, cause it's like a 25-minute commentary. So yeah, but I'm gonna be moving to Albany and to go to college. So yeah, I think I'm gonna leave over there tomorrow actually. But I have 4 minutes left in this video to talk about. See if I forgot anything I need to mention. Let's see. Blah 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 blah. Nope. I'm just gonna skip towards the end. Actually, I thought it was a game with this like funny ending. Like I ran into, we were destroying this team, man. Like by the end of the game, I saw like one guy, he was laying down, like looking left and right really fast, and some other guy spinning around in circles, and another guy like staring at the wall, and they're all just standing close, bundled together, and that was pretty funny. I killed all three of them, but my friend got a kill just after I killed them all, so it didn't turn out to be final kill cam. If it was, I probably would have posted it on YouTube. Hey, Migo. Yeah. Guess that's it for the commentary. Bye. Peace and have a nice day.